Hello student, today I will solve one of the most important questions paper, that is of BCSL057. So what I have observed after downloading few previous years questions paper, that they will be asking you to design websites having some menus, content, and you also have to implement the CSS. So the common thing is that you have to design websites. It could be any websites. They will write you what website you have to design. As you can see, what I have been asked here for to design a page look like this. So once you learn how to design a website, so whatever website that will be asked, you can do it by yourself, right? So today I will show you to design a website whatever I have been asked here in this question paper of BCSL057. And with that, we have to also implement the CSS along with the HTML to give shape, size, form, color to the paper. And after that also you have to implement a JavaScript program. So let us start without wasting any more time. So let us read the paper. See, design and implement a website or web application having 3 pages, right? All 3 web pages would have the following layout. So just see the layout. If you want to learn how to design layout, you can design any given layout. So today I will show you how to design this particular layout. So if you learn, if you don't memorize, if you memorize, then you will face problem, right? So don't memorize, try to understand and try to learn. If you can understand, whatever layout will be given to you to prepare, you can do it with most ease. So it will not be problem for you to design layout if you understand. Okay, so let us start. So here is the text editor, right? So let me start with the root tag, HTML, opening and close, and after that head, opening and close, body, opening and close, title. So let us give a title. I will give a title as BCSL 057 paper solved. Okay, so let me see the design. This is the design, right? So what I have been asked here for, let's see. And we know that we have to write inside the body here, right? So just go and check. We should have this kind of division. First let me divide this page into 2 parts, the division, top division and content division, right? The list division contain 3 links. So this list top division will contain these 3 links: home, missing list and feedback, right? So now I will take a div, right? Now I will write the CSS here. Okay, so here I will use ID selector, list division. Now has list division. So for the ID selector I am going to declare the CSS over here. So background color, I will give a background color, any color I may give. So just let me give a color to it. This color I will give. Okay, height 80 px, right? So 80 px height. Yes. Now let me open the see, this is the division, top division, right? And another division I have to make, content division. So here I will write another div. So id equal to content division. So now height background color will be, so let us give a background color very light one. I will give this one, and height will be 10% minus 80 px. So I will take height 100%, that means total height of the skin, right? Total height of the skin, and this height I will deduct 80 px. I will deduct, right? Because 80 px height I have already given to this top division, so the top division height will be deducted from the content division, right? Because here I have taken 100% height of the skin, and this much height I will deduct, right? Let me show you how it appears. So you can see, right? Now let us see the questions again. Where is the question? Here is the question. You can find it out, the question. Yeah, this is the question. Now in the top list division, that is the top, we should have these three menu. So here I will write three menu. You can use UL to make a menu, and three list I will take. So home, machine list, and feedback. Right? Now if I go and watch how it looks now, so this is how it will look, but I have to get it one after another in horizontal way, not in vertical way, right? So here I will write list division UL LI. What does it mean? It means this I am going to declare the CSS property for the three list item, which is placed under the UL, and the UL is placed under the list division. That is, this UL is placed inside the list division. Just go and check the flow. List division first, right? Then UL. Inside list division we have got the UL, and inside the UL we have got the LI here. So this is how we are going to declare the CSS property for these three LI. So I will write here line height 60 px, okay, and margin top 10 px, right? Width I will give, let's say 160 px, right? And float left, right? And I will also give margin left of 5 px. Now let us see how it looks now. So this is how it will look. Now I will add background color to it. Background color will be, let's say, dark color. dark background color. This is a dark color. Okay, so now I will move the list style none and text align center. It will align at the center. Okay, that you can see. Okay, now I have to use the hyperlink, so here I will write a HR right, 3 page. I will make 3 page. Okay, home dot html. This is 1 page, home dot html. So machine, machine, machine dot html. And feedback dot html, right? So 3 page I have created. I have not created any of this page yet, but I have just created the link, right? Hyperlink. Now let us see how it looks. So because I have implemented the hyperlink, the color has changed. You can see the color has changed. So here I will write a color white and text decoration none. Just see. Fine. Now you can see so what I have been asked for. You can check it out from here. Let us see the design. So we have created this thing we have created. Now content division, that is also created. Now you can see what is told over here, that all the 3 pages should have the same list division, but the content division of 3 pages should be as per the following description. Content division of home page should display an another list as shown below. So for the home page we are going to create this content division, right? So let us do. So here this is the home page, right? Here we are going to take the another list, and inside this another list we will have 3 lists, right? Now just copy and paste it over here, right? Just copy and paste over there. Copy and paste over there. And just above the another list I will take H1 heading. So here I will copy this thing, machine selection portal. So now let us see how it looks, right? This is how it looks. And if I had to push this downside, I can simply right here. I can use the inline style to push it down. Margin top I can apply 240 px, right? So now you can see I can push it down. For that I have to add a beard to it, break line, one break line, and then the margin will work. See, okay, this much margin I will not give. 200 px will be enough, or maybe less, 120. So fine, this has been done. Question 1 has been solved, and now let us go, and before I show you this one, let me show you this one, question number 3. See what has been asked over here. The feedback page should display the following form. You need to write the code for verification or processing the form, right? So you can see this kind of form I have to design, very simple looking form. So I will save the page, this page, file, save as. In the desktop I will save. I will make a folder first, new folder. In the desktop I have created a folder. Let me write BCSL 057, and inside this folder I will save this file by naming home.html. right? Now what I will be doing, in the content division I will delete. Okay, now I will save this file, fwd feedback back.html. okay, so I have saved the file as feedback.html, right? Now I will place this content, right? So first I will create a div. Inside the div I will create a form. Right, now inside the form I will just write style for the div. Width will be, let's say, 300 px. for this div. And background color, I'll give a background color. Okay, so which color? Let me just find a color. A light color I will give over here, this one. Okay, so inside the form, ACTION action. Okay, FWD feedback dot JPG, a JPG file will be there for taking the action, and method. Okay, now I will just take a input using the label. After label I will have a input type will be text. Input type will be text, right? In the label the name will be written, right? Name, So let us see how this thing look. So what is the name written over here? FWD feedback.html, and we have accessed feedback.html, but it is not inside the desktop. Now the file is kept here, right? So you can see I have accessed. Now I will push it by margin top 100 px, and div will be at the center, right? Center. Div will be placed at the center, right? So let us see. So now I will add a beer, 2 beer. Now what you can add more, so I have to add a beer here over here. Let us see the form now, how it looks. RAM, this thing will be written 6 GB or 8 GB. So here the label will be RAM, RAM. Now whether it will be 6 GB or 8 GB. So input type radio button input, right? So 6 GB RAM, 6 GB, type radio, or 8 GB, right? And after that input type submit, value submit, right? So you can see over here. Now let me see how it looks. Okay, so I have taken some more line. So this is how it will look. Okay, so RAM 6 GB or 8 GB. You can also reduce to line from here so that it will look like this. Fine. Home and feedback form, right? So this question has been solved. Now you can see what has been written over here. Create an external CSS file that ensures that format of all the 3 pages is as per the layout of figure 1. The background color of content division should be made light green. So background color of content division should be made light green, and I should have one CSS external file. So what I have done over here, I have been using internal CSS, right? So this is feedback.html, and you can see this is home.html. So in both the cases I have used the internal CSS, but in the question number B I have been told to use the external CSS method, so that all the HTML files can access the CSS property from a single external external CSS file, right? So we have to do that, and the background color must be light green. So what I will be doing now, first here the content background color must be set to light green. So let me find the light green color. So this is light green color, I will take it. Fine, light green. So you can see what was the color pink, now it has been changed to light green. For the home light green. So here it has not been changed. So what I will be doing, just see, I will create a CSS file, style style dot css, right? Style dot css, this file I have created. Now I will open the file. Here is the style.css file. Now what will I do now? So here, from the home page I will copy and paste it in the CSS file. So everything I have copied from there, and the same I have pasted here in the CSS file, right? You can see in the external file. Now in the feedback form I will delete this style. Now I have deleted the style. Now you can see, after I have deleted, in the feedback you can see that without the CSS property, this is how it is looking. The page is looking without the CSS property, just default HTML. And this thing, how this thing could be shown, this CSS could be shown how? Let me show you that we have used the internal CSS. You can see for this div we have used the internal CSS. So internal CSS has not been removed, only I have removed the internal CSS which was placed inside this head, right? So that is why internal CSS is showing, but not the internal CSS. This is inline CSS. So inline CSS, that is showing because that I have not deleted. You can see this is called inline CSS, which is not deleted, it is showing, and internal CSS that has been removed, right? And here in the home, this is the home. So here also I will remove no CSS, no internal CSS in the home.html. So let me see how this home will look without the CSS. This is how it looks without the CSS. Now all the CSS I have kept here in this style.css file. This file is the external CSS file which I will link to this home and feedback.html. Let me do it. So here inside head, just inside head I will write here link, right? Now relation, and so here I will write style shet, and here I will in href I will just link this CSS file. Let me see how this thing looks. Now it is not showing. Style sheet, let me check. Yes, fine. So same thing I will copy and paste it over here in the feedback. This is feedback.html. Here also I have placed this link. This is link. What is the purpose of using this link? This link will refer this external CSS file, right? So you can see relation of this link. What is the relation of this link? This is relating to the style sheet, right? And now what is style sheet? Style sheet means it is a external CSS style sheet file, and now we have to locate the file using this href. By using the href attribute, we are going to access the CSS property which is written inside this style.css. So we are going to access all the CSS property which is separately written in a external style sheet file, that is style.css, this file, right? We have written all the CSS here. So once I have written the CSS can be accessed by multiple pages. Can you see? This CSS can be accessed by multiple pages, right? So we did not require to write in every pages inside head as we previously were doing, writing inside the head using the style opening and closing tag. Now you can see. So let us see what has been written. So fine, the background color has been changed. Create a style CSS insert. 3 pages will have same layout, and all the pages have same layout. Now let us see what we have been asked for more. See, question number 2 that we have not discussed. See, we have to write in the question number 2 we have to write a JSP program. So this is in the menu list here. You can see here, this page we have not created, right? This page we have not created. So this will not be an HTML page, this will be an JSP page. And what this JSP page will do, let us see what the JSP page will do now. So first create database. So you have to create the database, right? In database there will be number of records which will be saved, right? From that records this will be fetched. So by the table machine listing, this will be the data which will be fetched out. Write JSP program that connect to the database query, execute a query, and after executing a query display the machine list in the following format. See, in this format you will show the record from the database, right? So the problem is that in my system I don't have the Tomcat server. So to execute the JSP program we need to have the Tomcat server installed in the system, because through the Tomcat server only we can execute the JSP query. But I have written the program for you so that I can explain it to you. So if you have the Tomcat server installed in your system, you can run and execute the program. See, for this particular question number 2, this program I have written. So first we have to include these 4 pages, this 4 library file, right? We have to import this 4 library. You can just see, and after that you can see HTML opening and closing, body opening and closing, head, title, everything is written inside the HTML tag. And you can see this is the database driver source, right? We have taken a variable here, we have used this driver connection.mysqli JDBC driver that we are calling, and we have taken a URL variable where we are going to locate this link. Also we have taken the username is root, password that have assigned for my database. To access the database I need to have a password and the username. To access the database the username is assigned as root, password that has been assigned as pass123. You can assign any other username and password, no problem. Okay, so now you can see this is the SQL query we are going to execute. So we are connected to the database. We have a variable to hold the result set. We need to have a variable. The variable name has been given here as result, right? Now you can see that we are going to execute the query. Select star from machine list. So in my database I have created a table. So the table name is machine list, right? The table name is machine list. So that is the table name, right? So now for after getting the result from that, you can see the result variable will fetch the result from the query, right? Now you can see query will be executed, and then we have taken a table structure because in the question it has been asked to show the data in the table format. So that is why you can see what I have done. I have taken a table structure having a border of 1px, right? Width will be 100%. You will take the full width of the skin, right? You can reduce the width also if you like. You can reduce it to 60%. Okay, so I am not going to reduce. Okay, let me reduce the width to 60%. Now this is the first row. The heading will be shown. This heading will be shown. You can check out what the heading are over here. So model number, processor, RAM, cost, this will be the heading, and after that all the data will be fetched. So you can see all the data will be fetched inside the table definition, that is TD. In each and every row there will be 1, 2, 3, 4 table definition, and each table definition will hold the record as per instructed in the query. So the first one will take first cell. The first column will fetch the record of model information. The second column will fetch the record of processor information. Third one RAM information, and last one is price, that is cost of the machine. So as I have recorded all the things in the database, from the database by executing the query, it will take one by one, right? So you can see how easily it has been done. You can just check once. So first thing you have to do, you have to include these 4 library file, and after that just I will just reduce the font size so that it will appear in a single page. It will easy for you to see. Now you can see it has been appeared in a single page. So very small program you have to write. You can see a very small program I have written, right? So this is how to write. Inside the for loop, you can see I have taken a for loop because this loop will execute to the last row. Each time the loop will execute until we reach the last row of the database. So for loop, what the for loop will do? For loop will count each and every row and execute fetch the query, execute and get the data from the table until it reaches to the length of the table. What is the length of the table? That is the last row. That is the last row. That is called the length of the table. So you can see how the for loop has been executed. Variable row item result dot row. Result dot row. What the result dot row will bring? Result dot row means number of row. The for loop will bring each row one by one until it reaches the result dot row. What is result dot row? That is the length of the table. Number of rows means length of the table. How many rows are there in the table? So that is the length of the table. It will fetch each and every row one by one until it reaches to the nth of the table. That is the last row of the table, right? So fine, I have executed and solved the this particular program. So I hope you have understood. You can do it by yourself. You can see, if you see all other program, so same thing, they will ask you to design form. You can see they will ask you to design form. So and there will be a JSP program that you have to execute, and JSP program is nothing but a simple JSP program which I have just shown you. You have to execute and bring the result set from the database. A very simple program. If you go and see, you can just go and check out all our HTML form and HTML. You have to use CSS to create a division. Same look, you can see in most of the program. All you have to just create HTML form, web page having menus, hyperlink to access all the pages, right? Using CSS to make it web appearance so that it will look good. It should have defined color, shape and size, right? And also you can see a JSP page, where you have to just write to execute the result set from the database. If you go and scroll and check, all are same. See, all are same. So I hope you have understood. if the program will be given to you in your exam, you can execute without any problem and you can assure the best of marks. Okay, so thank you for paying attention and joining my video lecture. So that, okay, so don't forget to subscribe and share this video to your friends so that they can also be benefited for their exam. And okay, thank you.